We are so back, girl bosses. I know you've been waiting for more Sleep Token reactions from me. We're going to be listening to your next most requested track of theirs, which is Give, and I'm going to be listening to it on these brand new Sennheiser HD 480 Pro headphones. More on those later. Tiny sounds. They always have such intriguing openings.
You take the dark and carve me out of home. I picture you when you are all alone. I know how we got here. I know how we got here.
A lot of ambient things. No surprises there. They're really good at sort of drawing you in. You've got kind of like a pulsating pad to be in with this little wow, 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 wow. Mm-hmm. All I can think of is, with your feet on the air and your head on the ground. Just a tiny bit. This is a very intriguing little... Sounds like an electric piano, maybe?
I am the shadow, you're a passenger. I am the intake of breath, so sharp and I know you better. Just wanna know you better. If you wanna give, then give me what you can give. All your darkest impulses and
so far, very nice. Extremely low key, but like brooding and like pulsing and making its way into my brain. Really intriguing something on top of the snare. Some weird little echoey thing. Always so many layers. So what I'm hoping is that he's actually going to give us something, because right now what they're doing is using some kind of typical diatonic chords in a way that really makes everything feel extremely stretched out and like not really landing in typical places, which is cool.
You can't park this, huh?
The effect is very sort of viscous. It feels like we're taking something, specifically our expectations, and like stretching them. The chord progression doesn't really loop in a typical way, and so we're sort of dragged along. Sometimes it really bothers me, the way that it feels like Sleep Token kind of strings us along. But that's only if they don't deliver the fucking goods. If they don't give us something at the end, they're just gonna march us off a cliff. So I really hope we haven't just bought ourselves another one-way ticket to Goon Island.
Just wanna know you better.
As I'm sure you know, the Sleep Token tagline is worship, and that's only funny to me when they have lines like, I just wanna know you better, which sounds like Christian CCM worship music. It's very funny to me as somebody who worked as a sound guy at a church for 5 years, and it's really, truly terrible. I'm sure that he wasn't intentionally trying to induce my gag reflex, and it's not really his fault. It's like in Office Space when the guy's name is Michael Bolton, and they're like, well, why don't you just go by Mike? And he's like, why should I change? He's the one who sucks. You can talk about like fidelity in production all day long. And of course, they have a very hi-fi production, but production should always enhance the mood, the story, the vibe, the feeling of what's happening. And aside from just doing that really well, this little stop here really hits it for me. So many nice elements coming together to create a very effective, kind of smaller moment. It's kind of subtle, but damn if it isn't really satisfying. Like, let's see if we can hear what's going on here. So there's maybe like a reverse cymbal and also that sort of tinnitus sound, you know, that high-pitched whine, but just a little bit of it. There's a little like guitar repeating thing, ding, ding, ding. And there's a kick drum hit and everything kind of drops out. Like all of the ambience that we've been hearing kind of just like goes away for a second. But to me, it kind of feels like your heart skipped a beat and you like, kind of gasped for air a little bit. It's just a really good transition. Oh, what the fuck? Jesus, you scared the shit out of me. What are you doing just standing there?
Bro, I've been screaming to you for like 5 minutes.
Well, the isolation on these headphones is very good, and also I'm kind of in the zone here listening to this song. Also, I'm on Do Not Disturb.
Those look pretty cool. What are they?
Oh, these are the new Sennheiser HD 480 Pros. Here, try them on.
Whoa. They're so comfy.
Yeah, I've been wearing them for hours and I didn't even notice. You can hear how smooth and accurate the frequency response is. Hello?
Sorry, what? I was distracted by how smooth and accurate the frequency response is.
Damn, I guess the isolation is really good.
What song is this? It sucks.
Well, I'm kind of in the middle of listening to it for the first time, so the jury's still out, but at least you can hear it suck with accurate low-end response and extremely precise spatial imaging.
What's going on here?
Oh yeah, that reduces the sound transference if you like bump or rub the cable.
Cool.
What did you want anyways?
I made bagel bites.
Oh, hey, do you want to tell my audience where they can find the link to buy their own pair of HD 480 Pros?
Is it in the video description?
Yeah, of course it's in the video description.
If they don't already know that without being told, then I'm worried about the IQ of your viewers.
Okay, save me some bagel bites for later. Let's take a quick look at what's happening dynamically. Okay, here's where we started. Teeny tiny. And then added a little like ostinato thing. And then we get some, I think maybe a piano bass notes at the same time that the vocal comes in.
You take the dark and carve me out of home. If you wanna get.
And then we come to what I presume is the chorus, and we add an octave up vocal, and then we get drums for the first time. Crazy bare bones drums, like I think just kick and snare. Okay, so now we go back to the verse, but it's not the same as the first time. Second verse, same as the first, a little bit louder and a little bit worse.
Fiber from the filament. I'll be the limit of your light again. I wanna taste you better.
So we've got layers of percussion things. He's singing with a little bit more oomph, and we've got more layers of vocals. Same chords and everything, same melody. I like a lot of these lyrics, but this one stands out to me as being the best. I'll tear the fiber from the filament. I'll be the limit of your light again. Filament, of course, is the thing in the light bulb that creates the light.
I wanna taste you better.
I've never really liked the way that they use pitch correction on his voice in a lot of these. Like, that sounds really artificial and weird. It sounds like they drew in more expression. Like, the dude's got a very expressive voice. Like, it feels like he could have just kind of done, I don't know. That doesn't sound good to me.
Watching for your enemies to let them know that they contend with me. I wanna know you're out there. I wanna know you're out there. If you wanna give.
So the effect that all of that has together is to give us an enormous build. They're doing a great job of building. My concern right now is that they're actually building to something, because it wouldn't be the first time that they've let me the fuck down. Don't fucking goon me, boys. Don't you fucking do it. Otherwise, the song should just be called Take. Fucking Sleep Taken. Take Token? I don't know. Take a look at the lyrics. You take the dark and carve me out a home. I picture you when you're all alone. I know how we got here. I'm the shadow. You're a passenger. I am the intake of breath so sharp. It's funny that he says, I am the intake of breath so sharp, when I said that this kind of feels like that. I'll tear the fiber from the filament. I'll be the limit of your light again. So we have dark, shadow, and then some light things. Darkest impulses. So sort of playing with light and darkness ideas, which is like incredibly vague. Like could be about Star Wars and the Force. I don't know. So I like looked into the lore thing a little bit. First of all, it's like 99% fan fiction. The fans just made up almost all of it, none of which has been canonized or acknowledged by anyone in the band, literally at all, which is fine. You enjoy a band however you like, and if that's what does it for you, great. But I will say from the songs that I've listened to so far and read the lyrics of, there's a distinct lack of specificity in their lyrics. It's obviously very thick with metaphor, and the intent behind what they've written might be very specific, but right now, it could also just be a great big ink blot and people are just reading into it. I mean, the mystery is part of what makes them so intriguing, right? But you know who doesn't gatekeep their lore? Me, my band. I don't know that you, as a Sleep Token fan, if that's what you are, will like my band at all. We don't sound anything like them. Literally zero. But the album that we put out last year, Age of Legends, is thick with lore. But I'm not going to gatekeep it from you. I have literally made a bunch of videos laying it all out, explaining the whole story, my intention behind every lyric and every musical move. It's over on the In Virtue YouTube channel if you want to check it out. Should be able to click the link in the card right here. I'll also put it in the description. I don't think this is bad lyric writing by any means. It's very good. It's very visual and very evocative, but it is very open. When you write a song, you write a song about something. People are like, oh, it's open to interpretation. It's not. Authorial intent is number one. The person who wrote this song wrote it about something, and that's what the song is about. You're trying to figure out what that is. Now, you're going to view it through your own lens and your own life experiences and all of that. That's inevitable. But also, when it's sort of this open, it can be hard to figure out what the author's intent was and what they're trying to say. That sort of adds to the fluidity of everything that Sleep Token does. This sort of just bathing in an idea. Sometimes it's a very specific journey, and sometimes it's just not. More percussion elements to crank up the second half of the chorus. This chorus is kind of starting to grow on me, as it should, right? But earlier I was thinking that sometimes, just in the few songs of theirs that I've heard, I've been sort of impressed by how poppy their vocal phrasing can be without it actually being very catchy or memorable. Like it has this pop style to it, but often does not actually generate a very memorable, catchy phrase. And the first time I heard this chorus, I was kind of feeling like that. This band is clearly much more about depth, but that's why I think it's a little weird that the production and stylistic things all feel like leaning towards pop, but often just like not hitting the thing that I think of pop being really good at, and sort of the general purpose of it, which is it's pretty accessible and it will get stuck in your head very quickly. So that was the second chorus. By the time we've gotten to the second chorus now, I'm starting to get it. It's starting to feel good.
Also, this is
often not true of Sleep Token songs, but this one so far has a very typical pop song structure. Verse, chorus, verse, chorus. I'm pretty sure the next thing is going to be the bridge. If we follow this formula, we will then get another chorus. I guess we'll find out. Sleep Token stans are always very quick to comment on my reactions, like, oh, they change it up, bro. It's not typical like regular pop music, it's different. And that is sometimes true, not in this track. But I'm intrigued so far. Let's see what the bridge has in store for us.
Open warfare. Oh,
Taking it way back down again.
No, I won't fight fair. And in your waking moments, I will breathe there.
Ooh!
I will
Wow!
be there. If you wanna give, then give me all that you can give. All your dark
In an otherwise diatonic desert, a sudden, spicy as fuck chord.
waking moments, I will breathe there.
Flat 2 chord. So we're in the key of D minor for all the rest of this. And then we go to a E flat, major 9, sharp 11, something, something.
I will be there.
And like beautiful vocal harmonies. Not like a billion layers, but just really tasty ones. And then a little bit of a disappointment. My prediction was correct.
First chorus, bridge, chorus.
End. Just call me Nostradamus. Don't call me that. I was kind of hoping for a big drop here, only because that's kind of the thing that they're the best at. The big drop. And this was kind of just the chorus again. Some ad-lib vocal thing in the back. So like slightly bigger version. Really nice, but a bit of a bummer. I wanted them to give me a little bit more on that last one. I mean, it was like fine. It just felt like such a build. And then just to give us not a huge payoff, just kind of a regular one. In this case, a sort of shorter, less interesting journey, and without a great big climax that a lot of their songs have. I mean, can't do it exactly the same way every time, of course, because that's also not interesting. But this one felt a little bit like a disappointment to me, but a generally pleasant one, I guess. They're not beholden to my personal expectations of what they should be, but I found this one a little bit more boring than the rest. Huge thanks to Sennheiser for sponsoring this video with these amazing and incredibly comfortable HD 480 Pro headphones. You can find the link to get your own pair in the description. Stay squishy, and I'll see you real soon.